Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of Banished. Got a little situation to start off with. Looks like we've got smallpox. So not too bad, taking care of it. We do have our barber surgeon, but unfortunately, barber surgeon can't hold all that many people. Looks like it can hold about just about 20, 22, somewhere in that range. So I think we want to put in another hospital just in case we need it. So we'll keep our barber surgeon up there, and we'll have our hospital down in this area. Put her, I think right behind the school would be good. Toss a road in there. And boom. And there we go. So let's increase priority on that just to be safe. And we'll staff up one extra doctor as well. And we should be good to go there. Hopefully. As long as it doesn't keep spreading. As long as it stays under about 20, we're going to be good. So, in other news, a couple things to work on. So we need to start working on alcohol. We need to get this area up and running. And we need to get some more housing in. So, good thing is, it happened. The mythical Bridge of Destiny was finally built. And it's got a little Betty down here, so this one was built too. So, we do have a couple of bridges leading over here so they can start working on this area. That bridge is almost in. This bridge is also almost in. And then once those are completed, we can start working on our quartermaster. So should be a good time. Actually, what are we doing here? 5 left, so we're doing just fine and dandy. All right, so we do have a trader here, so it's a planter. We do need to get into orchards. So what do we have here? So we have grapes. We have pears. I think rye can be turned into beer. I think watermelons can be turned into wine. Sugarcane we can turn into rum at the distillery. And then obviously we have our tobacco leaves. So we have our 1 curing barn. Probably increase that up to 4, and then once this curing barn is done, we should be able to start building up a supply of luxury goods and start increasing our happiness. Smallpox is still hitting us pretty hard, though. So not really anything we can do about that. It just kind of is what it is. All right, so how are we doing over here? The bridges are still not quite built yet. So let's get our orchards in place. So if you remember from last season, we're going to use the dense orchards. And dense orchards, you want to make sure you put in an odd number of units, both in length and width. So let's just make sure that we have our handy dandy road here. Yep, we do. So that we're placing these in the right spot. And I don't exactly know what the specific mechanic is for orchards. They're a little bit different from fields in that, like, they're harvesting time. So like the fields, they need a specific worker to go down every single row, but the orchards, they just kind of pick as necessary, you know, kind of as they just go around and pick whatever, kind of like the woodcutter, the foresters, where they just kind of go around and selectively chop down trees. So I'm going to do 29 by 7 on these. 29 by 7, and we'll just make a couple here. Just to make sure that those orchards operate correctly. So like I said, you want to have them odd, so that's why it's 29 by 7, because it's going to place trees in slot 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, every other one, all the way up to 29. So if you make it 30, it's just going to waste that last row, and you're not going to get any productivity out of it. Alright, how we doing? So those bridges still not in place. These are clearing away pretty good. We got our stockpile up, and those should be good to go. Hospital is getting created. We have 5 sick people yet, which is not too incredibly bad. So what do we want to buy? I think we actually have everything we need. Cherries and peaches are the 2 that we could do. I think cherries, you can make cherry wine. But peaches, I think, are only used in the fruitinery. I don't think you can make a peach wine. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the case. So we'll hold off on that for now. Industrial supplier. We'll go ahead and grab the silver, of course. And we'll do 15. And 1 and 1. And those we don't really need. Alright. So we've got one more sick person to contend with, and then we should be good to go. So one issue that I see right here is our building supplies. We're probably pretty low. So how are we doing on building supplies? We have 6, so we need to work on those. Fancy homewares, we have 69, so that's pretty good. That's quite a few. And what about regular homewares? 27. So we're good on homewares. We just need to increase our building supplies a little bit. I don't want to do Joyce. This one would actually not be too bad. 12 brick, 1 copper pipe, and 20 logs. Otherwise, this one, 6 glass, 2 copper pipe, and 15 stone. That would be pretty good too. How are we doing on copper? Copper, 2,600 copper. Yeah, we have plenty of copper. And I think to make copper pipes, it's our metalsmith. Yep. So copper pipes is our metalsmith. So let's make another metalsmith. It's kind of a big building. Why don't we put it here? So let's get rid of this. I think these should be... Yeah, those are all pretty empty, so we can move all the materials over without any problem. Looks like we're out of tin. And the most ore we have 5,000 iron ore, but we don't really need more iron. 600 copper ore looks like it's the next one. So let's work on getting some copper. Otherwise, we can make some Joyce bronze tools. Yeah, we'll stick with copper. Get a good supply of that going. That's working on copper. That one's working on pewter. That's on pewterware. Alright, so we've got these bridges in place. I'm going to unpause. We've got one bridge at least, which is good enough. I'm also going to put in a stockpile. I don't want to put it here. I think I'm going to put it on this side of the bridge. Just kind of a big stockpile. That way we don't if we need some, you know, the room over here to put in some fort buildings, that we don't have to destroy our stockpile right away. Alright, so then once that's in, that should be pretty good. Then we can just do an entire resource clear on this area and start putting in some fort buildings. So looks like that one's finished. We're waiting for those. We have the family townhouses here, and then those conservatories. I built those last time. You couldn't really see what was going on because of the trees and the, you know, the blueprint outline. But once those are in, I'll kind of explain them a little bit more. Let's do a kind of a resource clear in that area just so we can see. Alright, so we have our orchards in place. But we do grapes on that one. And at the same time, we need to put in our brewery buildings. So we got a brewery. We've got a winery that's pretty big, and then the distillery, which is the smallest. So that goes one over. And And that one goes 1 over. So I won't be able to put those in there. I can put them in here. Let's see what we have. This actually lines up pretty nicely. So we'll do the brewery there. We'll do the winery there. And then we'll do the distillery. There. That should work out nice. So we'll get all 3 of those buildings in. We'll start working on, it was grapes, this will be pears. And we should be good to go there. So I think we can produce everything. So we should be able to use a rye for the brewery. Should be able to use, I think you can make watermelon wine, otherwise we do have grapes that we can make into wine. And then our distillery, we can use sugarcane. And then we'll just have pears left over. If we could make a pear wine, that would be great. If not, we can use, we can make a tinnery and just start producing some tin goods. All right, so how are we doing over here? So this one is almost fully built. Haven't brought materials over for that yet. How's our lumber doing? 900, so we're good on lumber. Got our sawmill just chugging away. That one's half done. Material warehouses are pretty good yet. So let's continue adding in a couple more country houses here. See how many we can fit in here. And that should be it. That's quite a few. So we'll do country roads all the way through here. There we go. Perfect. Got our hospital going in, which is good. Did I already increase the doctor? Physician. Yep. Already got our physician in place. 204, 204. The curing barn's still down for the count. And that should be all of them. So we have 2 for the curing barn and 1 physician, which is those. Alright, Central Market's being built. We got our conservatories being built. All good. What are we doing over here? Once we get the quartermaster in place, we can start getting the military supplies we need to finish this out. So we have cannons and muskets. Good to go. Just waiting on those. And let's see. Brought 1 military supply? Really? Like, what's the point? Gold we'll take, of course. Silver. It's always good. 29. And then trade. Farm supplier. Just leave that for now, just in case I want to get olives. Still haven't decided on that. Alright, we'll do grapes. And there we go. So I think I'm going to do that last one as grapes as well. Increase priority on that yet again. Alright. This one's still waiting for. It's going to take a while to get torn down. A lot of stuff in production. 77 projects for our builders. Let's go ahead and increase our builders. Just kind of light a fire under them a little bit. Yeah, I don't think we can upgrade that, can we? Nope. These we can upgrade, though. Just get those going. 89 builder projects. Such a slave driver. Alright, so looks like our cows are good. We'll max that out again, empty. And we'll do leghorns, split, split. So just take 5 from there, move them on over, and then they should continue to produce chicken while those grow. Looks like our butchers are fully stocked with meat, which is good. 30,000 meat, got 100 tools, 200 clothes, so we're looking good on those supplies. Really what we need to work on is our luxury items. Our health is not too incredibly great. Alright. I think I want to get rid of that. That's kind of in the way. Yeah, let's put a new forester lodge up here. We'll do palm trees, just because. It's kind of out of the way though. I suppose we could probably put it over here. Where's the line for that? It's right about here. Forester lodge, palm trees. Bamboo wood tree forester. Exclusive plants, bamboo wood trees. Yeah, let's try some bamboo. Why not? Put it there. Give her a shot, and then we can, once that's in place, we can cut this down and reclaim this land for something better. Alright, so we need one more building supply for that one. We've got these in place, almost built up. Alright, how we doing over here? Still nothing. Let's change this over to copper pipes just so we can get a couple of those produced. Don't have any other traders quite yet. And we're out of tin. That can be a problem. Let's see, so tin. You have 2,200 tin. Why are you out of tin? Whatever. That requires copper ore and tin ore. That might be why it's not refined tin. That should be good then, that we're not doing refined tin anymore. Let's see, tin ore. Yeah, we're maxed there. Oh, of course. Let's empty out as many of those as we can up here. And that should be fine. Industry supplier. Anything good? Typical. Oh, no. It's spread. Hopefully that'll go away pretty soon without negatively affecting us too much. Let's see. Paying by 3 units, not really anything worth getting. Alright. Stop! They're just reinfecting each other. What a bunch of jerks. Actually, we could probably get tin ores too. I mean, that's pretty darn cheap. Let's see, pigs don't really need peach seeds, kale seeds, apple seeds, nothing important. So we get 250 tin in exchange for 50 leather. It's a pretty good deal. You're almost done. Alright. Empty that out. And then split. There we go. I probably should have just an empty pasture somewhere where I can just dump all of my cattle if a field gets infected. That might actually not be a bad idea. Didn't affect us too much. We lost like 10. So I'm not too heartbroken about it. Alright, so that's done. And hey, look, our quartermaster's finished. I'm going to cap this out at 2 so we can start getting a ton of military supplies in. Luckily, this thing just works passively. You don't need any materials or anything to start working. We do need some sort of storage, though. So we could probably do a quayside storage. So we'll do a key barn. Right there. Alright, so then we can start getting military supplies, start building a forward post, start getting some more passive income. Which is pretty darn nice, if you ask me. Alright, so how we doing on our copper pipes? Copper pipes, 0. Why is it 0? Alright, so what do we want to do? Do we do logs and bricks or glass? I wouldn't mind starting to do brick roads instead of stone roads. Do that. Alright, so now we can put in our metalsmith right in this general area. And we can start working on getting those for the, what else was it? The pewterware. Pewterware is the other thing that we were creating, so we have a good supply of that. Alright, so we have one of our conservatories finished. You can see the family townhouse. I think these are 6. Yep, so family 6 in high warmth and comfort, and then we have the little conservatory. Can be used on the family townhouse, officer townhouse, and town abode. So it's just like a main house, and then you got a little guest house or elderly family member that wants to live on their own, or kids want to move out or something, you know, whatever. Whatever happens to be the case. So let's start doing, so we have the key roads as well. I think I'm going to do key roads inside the fort area, and then I'll do brick roads out here. Right, so you're not going to cooperate. We got some pesky stones in the way. Let's make sure those are on resource clear. Alright. So then we can do more brick roads behind here. Alright. And then we can kind of do the same thing. Put in a couple of conservatories. And some family townhouses. Alright, who do we got for a trader here? Got industrial supplier, some gold, and then silver for anything else that we can buy for 3 units. Not really. All right. Still nothing in production there. This should hopefully start coming through pretty soon. All right. How are we doing down here? So we've got... all right, so we can make a cherry ale. We can make a peach ale. Or do we have pears? I think we have pears. And we can make a honey mead. Let's make a honey mead for now. Our pears are not being produced quite yet. So we'll have to wait on that just a little bit. We can make a grape wine. Yep, we can make a watermelon wine. And that's pretty much it. So we'll do grape, which is also not in production yet, but not much we can do about that. We don't have any of these other materials that we could start making wine out of. Yeah, distillery is still being built. And there we go. So we're starting to get military supplies, which is awesome. We've got another trader here. Some coats, don't need. We could probably start making some frock coats. Are we making those? No, we just have wool coats. I think it is frock coat. Leather and cloth. Cloth, 600 cloth. So we might need to put in another weaver, but that should be fine. That should be fine. So we're going to need the frock coats coming up when we start putting in some of the other fort buildings. I think it's the... I think it's the blockhouse that needs it. Or is it the barracks? Might be, actually it might be the barracks. No, it's I don't think the barracks doesn't make any passive income. I'm pretty sure it's the blockhouse that needs the frock coats. And like I said, we're probably not going to build a musket range. just because it needs fenning, and I don't really feel like getting into that because fenning is just too expensive to produce. You make very little gold and silver out of the placer mine and the precious mine. I mean, like 10, 13 a year. It's almost not even worth having 5 people here, honestly. So, yeah. But it is what it is. Maybe someday they'll fix that mechanic, and then we'll be good. Do we really not have any honey? Or are they just not bringing it? Honey, 0 honey. Where is all of our honey going? So we produce like 600 a year, and was it? It was this, the healing poultice. Ginger. So we need. So we'll need ginger and glassware and oil. That's a lot of things. That is a lot of things. So let's leave honey for our healing poultice, and we'll change this to pears. And we might as well change that to pears as well. So what'll happen, these trees will mature, and then as they die, they'll get replaced with pear trees. Let's cut them down. It's still so early. Like, it's their first growing season. We might as well get them in place now. Alright. So, that's about time. So I think we made some pretty good progress on getting some stuff built up here. Survived a pretty bad infestation of smallpox, which is great. We got that all taken care of. Got just a ton more homes being produced here. Just a ton more. So then once we get above that magic number of homes per family, start destroying these, and then should be all good to go. Should be good to go. Let's check our industrial supplier one last time. Grab some tin. And we're overpaying by 2. Wait, what? Oh, must have traded 2 additional. Come on. There you go. Oh, hold on here. We need way more. Alright, trade. Done. Dismiss. A couple of fields got infested. Awesome. That's what I like to see. We have plenty of food, though, so I'm not worried. So, anywho, I think that's pretty much gonna do it here. We've got our building supplies done. We've got bricks in production, which is great. We could probably unpause that for now, unless it doesn't want to unpause. There it goes. And then that should be all she wrote. So I'll pick up here where we left off next time. As always, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, or any information that you want to share, please feel free to leave comments below. I like to read all of the comments, and I'll try to reply as much as I can. Definitely like hearing your feedback. Yeah, just like hearing other perspectives, what you found to be a great idea, kind of how you play your game, try and implement that into my playstyle. So, yeah, I always appreciate it. So that will do it for this episode, and I will see you next time.